let's say 14, 15 years ago I came here when Qatar was not in this level. 14 years ago, from here, from the hotel we're sitting now, up to the Amiri Diwan, which is in town, it was empty.
With eyes firmly set on hosting the football fraternity in 2022, Doha is optimistic of staging the best World Cup ever by constructing a stadium on water. Much effort will be put into its tourism industry to actualize these and other dreams. This is where Gambia hopes to play a pivotal role in Qatar's quest to expand or diversify its tourism industry, contributing approximately 15% towards the Gambia's gross domestic product. The Gambia is undoubtedly a leader in the tourism business.
We have the resources, and the peace is also in Gambia. We have a peaceful country, and in reality there are so many investors in Qatar and surrounding countries who are definitely ready by now to reach to the Gambia to make a lot of developments.
Cham said in his opinion, Qatar needs specialists to work with to implement most of its development targets. The building boom, many say, is among hosts of opportunities that foreign workers can tap onto when they come into this Middle Eastern state. Well, apart from the impressive infrastructural development that have been initiated over the years, Doha also prides itself as the capital of Arab culture. Due to its monetary wealth, non-Qataris have over the years taken over the business industry, flooding traditional markets like this with goods which only money can buy.
You're Muslim?
Yes, 90% Muslim.
Thank you, my friend. My country of Bangladesh, do not understand?
Bangladesh?
Yeah.
Hussein from Bangladesh said business for him has been good since he immigrated from his country in search of greener pasture. Experts from other countries in Africa are also making best use of the opportunities available. In the case of the Gambia, the vice president of the country said credit goes to the one who initiated the relations and the history leading to this historic labor agreement.
Just like the president has already laid the foundation, you know that he visited Qatar. Maybe if not at least twice. So, locally here also we have an ambassador, he's proactive. Young man, yes, but very proactive and has been delivering. And that makes it easy. We also have, not just the young man as an ambassador, but he has a good team as well, in addition, around him, committed people. So that has made our job easy. And then we find the Emir of Qatar very supportive, as you know. He's always been. He visited the Gambia twice. How many African countries did he visit twice?
Meanwhile, senior officials from Africa cannot help but admire Qatar, using the state as a classic example worthy of emulation when it comes to a country, its size and its enormous wealth.
You can see Qatar is a very rich country, very small population, and so they are comfortable. So if we are able to manage our population, we are not saying people should not, we are Africans, we are not saying they should not give birth to children, but let's give birth to the number of children we think we can take care of.
Well, the labor agreement signed between the governments of the Gambia and Qatar is coming at a time when Banjul is witnessing an unprecedented number of university graduates in various areas of specialization. So one can hope and pray that Gambian experts maximize the opportunities provided by the labor agreement. Ibrahima Balde, Grts.
Well, fellows of the West African Postgraduate College of Pharmacists and delegates from 7 African countries recently converged on Banjul for the college's annual general meeting and scientific symposium. Poverty, disease and drugs and their intricate link with regional development was a dominant topic. Ajia Misisia tells us more.
The social conundrum of relating the distribution of fake drugs and counterfeit ones to pharmacists is not totally off track, for the simple reason that they are qualified persons tasked to prepare and sell drugs. The term qualified leaves their training at a crucial stage, which is compromised given that pharmacy technicians and assistants function as pharmacists. were research indicating a figure of 0.7 from the year 2000 to 2009 to represent pharmacy personnel who attend to 10,000 people, leaves the pharmacy technicians unaccountable for medication errors and related adverse events since they are not trained to perform such functions. The West African Postgraduate College of Pharmacists inducted 52 graduates into fellowship hosted by the Pharmaceutical Society of the Gambia in expanding the roles of pharmacists to meet changing needs of the society in pharmaceutical care.
In the advanced countries listed above, pharmaceutical care has come to the rescue. It has significantly reduced and/or prevented unwanted medication-related mortality and morbidity, medication-related hospital admissions, and medication-related wastage of scarce national financial resources.
The effectiveness of national drug policies and drug production in the region were dilated on, as counterfeit medical problems can be blamed for widely known ramifications. With breakthrough therapies, emerging vaccines and antibiotics at its crest, the temptation of believing that most diseases can be cured is great. While a recent MDG report shows that 60% of the population lives in the rural area, with only 30% of the figure receiving skilled attendance at birth, significant chunks of the population continue to suffer and die from infections, thereby signaling the need for more work.
In consequence, the number of new products approved for the use of in treatment or prevention of infectious diseases, of poverty, have been disappointing. We are challenged with increased drug resistance, to name a few, in diseases such as malaria, tuberculosis, HIV and AIDS. We need to strengthen our national quality control laboratories at all levels.
Poverty, disease and drugs, familiar problems to the African continent, were set under scrutiny as their interrelated nature is even baffling. Drugs are to reduce the effect of diseases, and poverty propels the purchase of substandard drugs, which takes us back to disease. The regional harmonization of medical education in West Africa is a worthy one, given that we are all faced with the same challenges.
But I'm happy that the WAPCP is training numerous pharmacists in various pharmaceutical disciplines to ensure that the respective governments pay close attention to pharmaceutical care, which has a definite outcomes that improve the patient quality of life. I wish to recall the notable constraints within your profession and in the area of health professionals as a whole that needs attention, especially from the regional perspective.
Offering postgraduate education and training in all disciplines of pharmacy to boost competency and promote high-standard pharmacy practice might be the tripod needed to boost the undiluted standpoint in combating poverty, disease and drugs in relation to regional development. That explains the benefit of being trained. But the focus now draws us back to what this scientific symposium of 150 delegates will give birth to. For Grts News, I am Ajami Sise.
The chairman of the Independent Electoral Commission has told an audience of political party representatives, IEC staff and security personnel that elections in the Gambia should be the business of all. Alhaji Mustafa Carrier was speaking at the commencement of an IEC-organized Train the Trainers program ahead of the parliamentary elections. Ibrahim Ajata was there and he now reports. Well, the report will come later in the news, or actually at 10 o'clock when we bring you the 10 p.m. news. The Minister of the Interior, Sheriff Gomez, on Wednesday continued his tour of different units under his purview. The police headquarters and other security installations in the Greater Banjul area were some of the places Minister Gomez visited on the second leg of his tour. Aji Amisise again.
New Minister of the Interior, Sheriff Gomez, Wednesday continued his tour of institutions under his purview. At the police headquarters in Banjul, Minister Gomez, in the company of Deputy Inspector General of Police, addressed a cross-section of officers after a closed-door meeting with top police officials. His point of focus has been the need for the police to prepare itself for the ever-evolving complexities and sophistication of security.
The complexities, the difficulties, the challenges have continued to evolve all the time. All the time.